Breaking news, this is a big political story. Thousands of Wisconsin voters will be removed from the state's voter registry following the ruling of an Milwaukee County judge.
That judge ruled in favor today of a conservative group that sued the state elections commission. Our Amy DuPont joins us live now with what the ruling means for voters.
Well, Steph, that ruling could affect up to 234,000 Wisconsin voters. Now, they will have the opportunity to re-register right up to Election Day, but this case is likely headed to the Wisconsin State Supreme Court.
All right, I will call the case.
The conservative group, Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, also known as WILL, sued the state elections commission for not tossing the registrations of hundreds of thousands of Wisconsin voters who were flagged as having potentially moved and who did not respond to a mailing within 30 days. WILL argues that the elections commission is bound by law to remove the voters and that by not doing so increases the risk of voter fraud.
There's no way to undo that. I mean, we can't find out after the fact which ballots belong to voters who shouldn't have been registered.
The Elections Commission argued removing the voters ahead of the February election could cause confusion. They also say the program that flags voters is flawed and that just because a person has moved doesn't mean they will vote at their old address.
It assumes that they're going to vote improperly at an address for which they're not properly registered and commit voter fraud. There's no evidence of that nature of voter fraud in this case.
The judge sided with WILL, saying state lawmakers approved the statute to remove flag voters. Therefore, the Elections Commission must comply.
If you don't like it, then I guess you have to go back to the legislature. They didn't do that.
Immediately after the ruling, an attorney for the State Elections Commission said she would appeal. Now, the ruling is a blow to Democrats. According to political experts, those movers, the people that were flagged, they're most likely young people, unmarried people, people that lean Democratic. So Democratic campaigns are going to have to spend a lot of time re-educating and re-registering their voters. Again, the next election is coming up here in February. Live in Milwaukee County, Amy DuPont, Fox 6 News.
Still a big decision today. Amy, thank you. Now to our big story.